You're always on.
Is this thing on?
Live.
Can you guys hear us okay?
Who are these people? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the premiere. Do it again, Jen.
Ta-da! Here we are.
It's so official.
It's a great reveal.
It's like a game show. Welcome to the
and your
premiere
prizes, yes.
of our video, Surviving the Game. Yeah, the game.
Love it.
Corey loves it. So excited you guys joined us. Thank you so much. It's great to be here. So excited about releasing new music. We've been working on it this year. Some of it at home and then some of it on the road as well. We've been so pumped about people hearing it.
Yes, It's finally out. Hallelujah.
Jen says hallelujah. And video's coming out today. We hope you love the video. We can talk about it in a few minutes, but we're going to answer some questions. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and thanks, everybody that went and listened to the single already. We got a bunch of feedback already. A bunch of people are like, whoa, that was some heavy rock. Pound this out. Yes. Anyway, we got sound effects going on.
I think I got a text. Just kidding.
Yeah, I think I did get a text. It's from Jen. She says, shut up. Weird. All right, let's answer some questions. Give me one there, Seth. What does it say?
All right, let's see. I don't see any yet.
Seth's going to read questions because me and Corey can't see that far.
I don't care.
I don't know.
I can't hear very well.
Hello from Czech Republic.
Hey, Czech Republic.
Hey, we love you.
I love Czech. Jen was going to read him, but she's busy staring at herself on the
She can't help it.
Can we?
I
Here we go. Can we expect? Oh, I lost it.
Can you expect rock and roll?
I think it
Oh,
said,
it's
can
in
we expect a full album to follow this single and when? I think is what the question
Yes.
Yes, you can expect a full album to follow the single, and that's getting announced here today in a few minutes. So yes, full album on its way. Make sure you go to skillet.com/Dominion for the pre-order packages. The album is called Dominion. You're going to love it. You need to check it out. It's going to rock your face off. So go to skillet.com/Dominion. Get your pre-order packages. You're going to love the record. So we're going to announce all that here ASAP as possible.
All right, I see. Will there be a Back from the Dead sequel? I don't know if they're talking about the video, but
Yeah, I mean the video.
we did a lot of acting in this video.
Yeah, it's not
We
a
did.
sequel.
Yeah.
But, I like what you're thinking because it has some similar vibes.
So, like a follow-up to that, does Surviving the Game video continue Back from the Dead story?
It actually does not continue the story, even though I can see why you would think that. It does have a similar look to it, but it is its own
Apocalyptic
Peace.
kind of thing.
Its own piece.
thing. When we made the video for Surviving the Game, we were writing the story. I just wanted to write something that felt like coming out of this pandemic, coming out of lockdown and isolation. Everybody's been home for a year and a half to some degree. And so when you see the video, I don't know, curious if it makes you feel that way too. We'll see if we did our job. Very well.
I just saw a Will We Get an Eden 3?
I don't know about Eden 3. Do you want an Eden 3?
Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, I love the Eden books. Right?
Oh, yeah.
We like the Eden books, so who knows? No plans as of now. We're just been so focused on the record, making sure to make you happy.
Here's an old school one. Are you going to remake Hey You, I Love Your Soul album or any of your older songs?
We are not planning on remaking it anymore.
No plans. No plans for it.
They can't hear you. You got to talk loud.
No plans.
I didn't say talk weird. I said talk loud.
Sounded like my pillow.
Yeah.
Just scroll
No.
up there a little bit. I saw one that said, how did you scroll up there a little bit? Let's see. How did you start a group together for making music? This is the longest tenured lineup of Skillet.
Yeah. Explain to them what the word tenured means.
Tenured, longest. I don't know. I just know it now. The longest lineup of Skillet of these four.
You can't use those big words.
I've learned a lot from you. Since you started reading and become an author.
I am quite.
Made my vocabulary go
I'm quite loquacious.
Are we going to do Winter Jam again?
I would love to do Winter Jam again. I don't think they've announced their lineup yet, but hopefully we will be doing Winter Jam. We are going to be touring forever. That's right. Seriously, we're never going to stop touring. 100 years old, 75th year of Skillet.
To the top, they never going to stop. Will we get another song before the album is released?
You know you're gonna get several before the record's released. I'm excited this time. We got some fantastic songs. I hope you're gonna think they're fantastic. Aggressive, in your face, exciting music. What I think it's gonna be is all those announcements are gonna come out very quickly. You'll see it on the pre-order packages and all that kind of good stuff. But yes, we're gonna release several songs before the record comes out so you get a nice taste of the album. Do me a favor. If you like Surviving the Game, make sure you tell a friend. Tell a friend. Yes, you need to tell somebody about it. We got to get the music out there. Rock is alive. And we're very excited about the project. I think it's going to be one of our, best Skillet albums we've released. So we feel pretty pumped up about it.
All right, you talk about this a little bit live, but maybe cool to say it. Who had the first idea of the song, Surviving the Game?
Yeah, I mean, me and Corey were writing together and also writing with our producers, Kevin and Kane Churko. And I think that this was one of those songs that the lyrics really came out of you. You know, I was saying in an interview, sometimes when you write songs, you think about what you want to say. I got something on my mind I really want to share, and you begin to think about what that would be. Other times when you write songs, it just kind of comes out of you, it spills out. And we've had songs that I've liked that have been either or. This one was very much like these lyrics were coming out. They were just like rolling out. I can be unstoppable, gonna walk through hell, gonna shake the walls. That was what came out of me. And at first I told Corey, I was like, is that cool or is that weird? But that's what I feel like. It's just been a really tough year. Feels like a war. Every day feels like a battle. Just trying to get through that battle to make the right decision. What's best for your family? What's best to put food on the table for your kids, for your health, for the people around you, for your church or your business, whatever your situation is. It's really difficult. Feels like a battle, doesn't it? So I hope that people resonate with it. Surviving the Game.
All right, and a good follow-up to that, what is the background behind the name of the album?
Nice.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of cool things about the title Dominion. One of those cool things is that, for those of you who don't know, this is Skillet's 25th year as a band. It's our 25th anniversary, and that's pretty awesome. And so a Dominion felt like, I don't know what's the word. Just like aggressive, like it's a statement. We're so lucky to be a band for 25 years. But Dominion, the title had a much deeper meaning for what the songs are about. I guess I would say this, that a lot of this record is about freedom. It's about a celebration of freedom and liberation. And this liberation, I think, from a great many things. All of us have our own individual ideas of what that might mean. But one overarching thing that I'm talking about is this kind of slavery to fear. People are absolutely afraid. People are terrified. People are living their lives in these chains. It's almost like they're suffocating because they don't know what to do and they don't know what the future holds. And when you don't know what the future holds, it's quite fearful. It is a terrifying situation, but you can make a decision to not let that fear rule your life. Mm-hmm. And there's a Bible verse that we love that I've been sharing live where God says, "I did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind." And that kind of really drove this. So Dominion is about freedom. It's about liberation. It's about the fact that there are things in my life that I should have control over, that other people shouldn't have control over, that fear shouldn't have control over, that even other people shouldn't. They should be able to control what I have to say, what I believe in, what I'm allowed to communicate in my songs, things like that. Those are really important subject matter. So Dominion is about all of those things. I'm going to have a little bit of control over my life. So it's a very empowering record. It's a very empowering, very liberating album, I hope.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Hope you feel the same way.
Yeah.
Here's one. What is your most sold album? I think is what that says. What was your most selling album?
Awake. Awake is our biggest selling record to date. Maybe we'll do more on Dominion. We'll see what happens.
Let's see. What is your guys' favorite concert this year?
we haven't had too many shows this year, have we?
I would say since we started doing indoor shows again, which was 3 days ago.
Yeah.
2 shows ago.
Yeah, I mean, opening in Chicago was awesome because
Great.
I think it was like 2 hours before we went on stage. John and I were sitting there and we were like, you know what? I think this is the first indoor show we played since March of 20.
Yeah, before the
And we just
pandemic.
realized it, yeah.
Yeah, it's good playing in indoor shows again, but we've had some amazing fair days.
Oh, yeah,
Festival.
Yeah.
You know, we
The one
played.
in North Dakota or South Dakota.
Yeah. We just played Blue Ridge Rock Festival in Virginia last weekend,
That's awesome.
and the list of bands was insane. You know, Breaking Band, it was Hellstorm, tons of our friends. It was really an amazing night, and the festival was absolutely awesome. That was a pretty, I don't know, that's top of my list for the year, but it is great to be back playing shows.
All right, here's a good one. Where did you shoot the video at?
You guys can talk.
It was Lancaster, California, which I think is about an hour north of LA, and it was like a 17-hour day or something. Like we started at like 9 a.m. and I think we wrapped at 1:45 in the morning. Had a 2-hour drive back to the hotel or whatever, and like 3:30 a.m. 8 o'clock at 8 a.m. flights, yeah. And it was just out in like a 40-acre desert. And what did they tell us when we started shooting about
Yeah, when we arrived, it was like our guide was like, we were going out to do our first shot in the wilderness, and he's like, hey, watch out for rattlesnakes, watch out for scorpions. If you hear this, you just step back immediately, don't touch anything, don't move any rocks, don't move any debris, because they're all sleeping right now and you don't want to wake them up. And you're like,
And now walk through the desert and act.
and now we have to walk through the desert and act and pretend like we're movie
Be
stars.
cool.
you're,
Cool,
like,
guys.
you're like, oh, the look of fear is coming over my face quite naturally right now.
I made an announcement when we got there. I just announced to the desert that I'm here.
Dominion.
I'm
Dominion
here.
is here.
Those rattlesnakes better watch out for me. You know what I'm saying?
Every place you
Scattered.
have foot treads, you know what I'm
Oh, to the left, to the right. Step by step, we're moving forward. Watch out, rattlesnakes. We're coming on through, baby. We're like Chuck Norris, basically. Once I got bit by a cobra, and after 3 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died. Shut up. She loves it.
Right. Let's see. I saw. Just jump there. Where did you get your inspiration for the new songs?
Well, you know, I will say this. The new album in general, and I think you probably noticed this on Surviving the Game, if you've listened to it, and you should have, it's a very defiant album. Very defiant. It's got a touch of rebellion, anti-establishment, because of the times we're living in. And as I already said, I think the first amount of defiance is that defiance towards fear. But there's other things it's defiant towards as well. Groupthink,
Yeah.
you know, defiant towards censorship,
Yeah.
or trying to make us fall in line with something that we don't want to do or someone that we don't want to be. And so that is part of what Dominion is about. It's like, no, there's a little bit of self-rule here. There's a little bit of self-rule here that other people shouldn't be able to get into. You'll hear that on the album. But I think that's part of what's uplifting about it. And music, you know, music touches people in different ways, and it'll mean different things to different people. So I hope that it's encouraging to people and makes them feel strong. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I just saw a really good one, very humbling one. How does it feel to have saved so many lives with your music?
Mm.
Wow.
Well, humbling is really the best word. It's
Yeah.
amazing when you meet somebody and they say that your song helped them change their life or save them. You hear that a lot. The song saved me from X, Y, or Z. It's amazing when you're writing songs. You never imagine that the song is going to help someone to that level. You just hope you're writing something that's meaningful, right?
Yeah.
Like I hope that it's meaningful. Hope that people like it. I hope that people relate to it. But it never crosses your mind, this is the song that's going to save someone's life. So it's quite amazing to me. Humbling. I love hearing those stories. And it's extremely rewarding. It's the best part of our job.
Saw one that said, "Who inspired you to sing?" But I guess we could all answer that. Who inspired us to play, sing? My dad inspired me to play. My dad plays everything with strings.
You play heartstrings?
I don't know, probably. But my dad got me started playing guitar. Yeah, and I ran with it. My parents had a traveling gospel group when I was a kid, so I kind of grew up on the road on the weekends. My dad's main instrument is pedal steel in country, so you hear the twangy, you know. So my dad got me started.
Mhm. What about you, Carissa?
I don't know. I just liked music. Neither of my parents were musical, so I guess
The Edge.
it was the Lord.
My mom was a piano teacher and a voice teacher. So I grew up playing piano and singing. My mom did not like the rock music very much. A lot of you know that already. It's a longer story. But that's what got me into music. And other bands got me into metal. Well, my best friend, his name was Randy. He used to always introduce me to Def Leppard and Metallica, Bon Jovi. And eventually I got introduced to other Christian acts, Petra and Stryper. We played with Stryper last week. That was also
Yeah, it
awesome.
was-
Stryper was absolutely sick, by the way. But anyway, so that's who got me started.
And then my dad he just loves music. I'm the youngest of four, but he would like raise us on the Beatles and Queen and all those things. He kind of nurtured that love of music in all of us. And then it was my older brothers that both started learning to play drums, and I basically copied them at everything they did. So here I am now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here's a great one. How do you guys stay humble when you're living in the light or quote unquote rock stars?
Corey's the only rock star here.
I mean, I just think it's the same way you stay humble in any other thing. I think success has a way of testing you. Failure has a way of testing you to kind of see what's actually in your heart, you know? And so I think if you come into something like this without already being humble, you might be in trouble because you find your identity in something other than where it should be. And I think if you're self-aware enough, you realize there's not much good in you anyways. And everything that you can do that's great, somebody else can do better. So you might as well just do what you do best you can and hope that it helps people, hope that God uses it. And if he chooses to open a door for you that's massive or not, it doesn't matter because you're really just about serving him. And, you know, you guys talking about our music, saving people, really it's just God using our music. And that's what's ultimately the humbling thing. We do our best with it, but if he chooses to touch you and do something, that's because he's awesome. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's actually totally true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If anyone out there is struggling with pride, I've got some advice for you. It's from the book of Proverbs. It says this, be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn from evil. It will be healing to your flesh and refreshment to your bones.
Woo-hoo!
That's from the book of Proverbs.
Truth.
So good. What are your favorite songs off Dominion? I'll start.
Start, buddy.
Dominion. It's one of the heavier, maybe the heaviest song on the album. Lyrically, it's so bold and just speaks to God's sovereignty and his reign over his creation, even when things seem chaotic to us.
What else is in Dominion?
I knew it was coming.
The best guitar solo you'll ever hear.
It's-
Your eyes will cry. Your ears will cry.
You might laugh actually. When I first heard the solo that Seth wrote, he just completely killed on Dominion, I literally laughed out loud after the first time. It will make you giggle with joy.
I think it's going to be, I guess it's okay to say this, I think it's going to be the resistance of this album. I think it could become the fan favorite.
Mhm.
My prediction. But we'll see.
You heard it here first.
You heard it.
He's predicting things. What's yours for?
So many songs I love. I'm gonna go with Standing in the Storm.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
Kind of like 5-y, heavy, old school Linkin Park-ish, modernized. I don't know. I'm gonna go with that one, even though I have many faves.
It's hard when you write it.
Yeah, it's
I
tough.
know. They're like, "How your baby?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Who's your favorite kid?" I don't know.
I have a favorite kid, but I don't want to say who. JK, that's a joke. I don't. Let's see. My favorite on the record is a song called Destiny. And it's kind of like it feels to me like classic Skillet, but updated for today. A lot of people say that sounds like Skillet. It's got Jen singing on it with me. She sounds good. I hope you guys love it as much as I do.
And then I'm gonna say a different one today, White Horse, because it's a really unusual out of the box song for Skillet, but I love how bold it is lyrically, and I'll leave it at that because I don't want to give too much away. But it's gonna be a surprise for everyone, and every time I hear it, I'm a little bit like struck with. It's powerful. The lyrics are very powerful, and they strike me every time. So.
All right, we're supposed to give a 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes.
Woo! In 2 minutes, basically what we're going to do is we'll shut down the live chat, but you're going to stay here, and it is going to redirect you to the premiere for our video for Surviving the Game, and I hope you love it. I just want to say one more time for anybody joining us to the end, make sure you go and pre-order the record. You're going to love the record. If you like Surviving the Game, you're going to love the record.
Yeah.
Make sure you tell your friends about Surviving the Game. That's your job today.
Yes.
Tell someone about the new song. Go to skillet.com/Dominion, and that's where you're going to do the pre-order for us. We got time to answer another question before we
And
go?
if for some reason this doesn't direct you straight to the YouTube, there is a pinned comment in here. Look for that pinned comment. If it doesn't redirect you straight to the YouTube page, you can click on that link and that'll take you right to it. Just wanted to say that.
I'm glad you said that.
Mhm.
That's above my pay grade, but she's accurate.
Accurate.
Don't want you to miss out on this work of art.
Work of art. It's a work of art.
Yeah. 20 seconds.
All right, here's a quick one maybe. Did Dr. James, I assume who they're talking about is Dr. James White, give you any theology on this album?
No, well, you know what? He did somewhat inspire one of the songs on the record, which we'll talk about in a later conversation. But yeah, I always appreciate him. And I read a great many books that all went into where we're at, and all sorts of things. So I hope you guys love it. Thank you so much. We love you guys. So good to see you. We'll see you on the road. Check out the new album. Pre-order it today, baby.